Hello you guys, welcome to your weekly meditation affirmation ASMR video. So you guys, if you haven't watched my last video, the purpose of this video is to help us embrace the idea of letting go in the year 2021. I want to encourage all of us, especially this year, to let go of anything and everything that's been holding us back from our true potential. Hopefully these videos will help us release what we need for the following weeks in all of 2021 in order to have a more fulfilling and abundant lifestyle. I feel that the more we are aware of how we can improve, the more we are capable of handling our internal challenges. So with that, you guys, choose whichever pile or piles that you resonate with, and I'll see you guys at your reading. Hello, pile 1, welcome to your reading. So you guys have the Two of Swords, you have the Fool card in reverse as your clarifier, and you have the Seven of Swords as your bottom deck energy. Your affirmations are: I need to let go of my trust issues, and I will allow new people in my life. So pile 1, automatically what I was feeling for you guys was that you have trouble trusting people. Your trust has been betrayed in the past. You've met people that you thought you could trust, but they end up compromising your trust, or they made you feel as if you were in a vulnerable position. In the past, people may have even felt the urge to take advantage of you. You felt very taken advantage of by certain people. So I feel like that really blocked certain people in your life that you were either interested in. You could have had a crush, or you could be interested in a particular person. But in a sense, I feel like that's been blocked, or maybe even having crushes, secret admirers, things like that. I'm getting like certain love situations, or having certain interest in people, or having interest in people, but at the same time not really knowing who to trust or how to trust certain people when it comes to different things in your life, how to let people in. I feel like you guys are being encouraged this week to really let go of the idea that people are out to hurt you, or that everyone that you express your truths to want to hurt you or in some way compromise you as a human being. I feel like that's a mindset that's been developed over time due to the fact that you've been hurt by so many people, or you've been hurt by people that you thought you could trust. And pile 1, Spirit is really wanting to come through and say that there are trustworthy people in the world. It's just you have to use your intuition when it comes to who you share your information to. The little nudges and tinglings and feelings that you get when you express yourself to certain people, watch how they respond, watch how they react when you tell them certain things, pile 1. And I feel like the more you guys develop that intuitive muscle, the more you will really have a sense of discernment on who and who you cannot trust, pile 1. But I feel like you guys are naturally trustworthy people. Like, people can come to you and tell you anything, and you guys want that same respect, that same mutual respect when it comes to you telling your truths and you being vulnerable around people that you feel you could trust. But I feel like pile 1, in the past, or even in current times, you may feel that there are a lot of people who you've expressed your trust to, you've expressed your truths to, and they've betrayed you, or they made you feel very I wanted to say insecure. There may have been people who've tried to use your truths against you, or made you feel that you shouldn't feel certain things, or that you shouldn't be concerned about certain things, pile 1. So you guys may have trouble meeting new people. You have trouble getting to know people because you want to know, who they are as a person, how they operate, how they function. You guys may not be so ready to open up to new people, or even to people you may even know, because of the past hurt that you guys have experienced when it comes to trusting people. And I really feel that Spirit is wanting to come through and say that you guys have discernment. With all these swords I'm seeing, you guys have a sense of knowing who you can tell the truth to, and who you can who you can and can't tell things to, pile 1. So pretty much use that discernment in order to figure out who you can and can't trust. Now, going to your angel meditation cards, you guys have the angel of communication. I express clearly the voice and wisdom of my heart. Spirit is wanting to remind you this week, pile one, that to communicate how you feel towards people, communicate how you feel about yourself to people that you trust. Don't allow yourself to hold back just because of a few bad apples, so to speak. Allow yourself to still express your truths and to still communicate to the people that you feel that you can trust and that you feel you can open yourself up to, and they won't use your truths against you, pile one. And you also have the angel of human unity. I always learn valuable things from everyone I meet. Spirit is wanting to remind you guys that every single person you meet, every single person who has wronged you, every single person who has even stuck by you, you've learned something from. Every person that hasn't meant you well, you've learned a lot from, those types of people. You learn to develop a sense of, as I was saying earlier, discernment around who you can and can't trust. You just have to tap more into that intuitive side of yourself, pile one, and really allow your intuition to take hold. Feel your way into a conversation, into a relationship, and really see how you feel about someone or something just based off their responses or how they react when you tell them certain things. And I feel like you guys have really developed that sense of discernment over how you communicate to people and who you communicate to. And for the last card, you guys have the Angel of Courage. My heart is open and full of courage. Courage, an action that springs from the heart. All action inspired by a center of true love brings with itself security and firmness that cannot be disturbed. To be courageous is to know that fear offers no resistance to love. You guys, don't be afraid to open up to people. Spirit is wanting to remind you that you are naturally a trustworthy person. You're naturally friendly. You're naturally a person people can come to and be open with. Allow yourself to do the same, pile one. I feel like the more you guys try to block out, it's like you guys trying to make sure you're not telling your truths to just anyone or not really expressing yourself. I'm really getting self-expression from my pile ones. It comes down to how you express yourself. Have the courage to still allow yourself to be expressive about who you are. Don't let a few people discourage you from stopping you from being yourself, if that makes sense. um, I want to say, don't allow people to discourage you from being yourself. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And really allow yourself to embrace your whole being, the whole way you express yourself, the whole idea of being open and honest about who you are. Don't let people's judgments or people's choices stop you from being honest with people, stop you from communicating with people. Because I feel like the more you guys do that, the more you shun out good people as well, just to keep the bad out. So really allow yourself to feel your way into the conversation, as I was saying earlier, to use your feelings when it comes to how you express yourself and how you talk to people and communicate. And I feel like you guys will really have a sense of discernment about you that'll really help you develop better trust when it comes to not just your platonic relationships, but your romantic relationships as well, pile one. Okay, you guys, and that's it for your reading. We're now heading into your meditation portion. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. So, you guys have the Knight of Cups, and you have the Five of Cups and the Seven of Cups as your clarifiers, and you have the Queen of Swords. So, my pile 2 people, you were the only pile that had 2 clarifiers, and I feel like the Seven of Cups is really more of a inspirational message from Spirit. So, your affirmations are: I attract personal fulfillment in my relationships, and I can attract my soulmate, as well as I am self empowered. So for my pile 2 people, automatically what I was getting a sense that you guys may feel that you've had unsuccessful relationships, or you've had relationships where they weren't what you expected it to be. They were relationships that had a lot of potential, but they never really ended up anywhere, or they never really came into this romantic offer that you guys wanted with this Knight of Cups here. But there's really a sense that this is a disappointment in relationships. Now, it could be any type of relationship, but with the Knight of Cups here, it's I'm feeling that it's more romantic. It's just a sense that you guys are looking for a particular cup with this Knight of Cups here, but it feels as if you haven't been offered it with this Five of Cups. There's been a lot of relationship challenges and struggles. I'm really getting the word power struggle. So then you may have been relationships where people have tried to control you, or people have tried to take advantage of you, really taken your kindness for weakness, or just made you feel very vulnerable in a relationship that really just made you feel very self-aware of who you were as a person, or who you are as a person, but in a way that you felt very attacked. But yeah, with this Queen of Swords here as your bottom deck energy, there's a sense of protectiveness over you guys. You guys need to protect yourself with your words, with the way that you carry yourself. It's like this idea of not being a fool twice that I'm really getting from my pile 2 people. It's using your words, your personal power, in order to just not be taken advantage of in relationships by people who have tried to take advantage of you in the past, as well as having discernment for your new relationships as well. I feel like you guys may have a hard time finding romantic love, only because of this fear of not wanting to be in these past relationship energies with this Five of Cups. This fear of really bringing your old relationship fears, if I'm being honest, pile 2, into your new relationships, I feel is what's holding you back from really finding that love that you're looking for, that relationship that's truly fulfilling and desirable. But what I'm really getting, you guys, as well with this Seven of Cups here, as I was talking about getting to the inspirational message part of your reading, the Spirit is wanting to say that you guys have options. And not to say that, just because you have options doesn't mean that all of them are, good options. But Spirit is wanting to come through and say that you have options, that you have the ability to choose who you want to start a relationship with, who you want to talk to, who you can develop a personal connection with. You don't have to limit yourself to old beliefs of how a relationship is, or how love is. Maybe you were taught a certain way of what love looked like, and your idea of love was a lot different than what it looked like growing up. If it was a childhood thing, like maybe you come from a set of divorced parents, or just in a sense seeing sort of different relationship dynamics that didn't fit into your idea of what love is. Love is on your definition, based on your definition of love. And I feel like Spirit is wanting to come through and say that you guys have the ability to choose who you want to start a relationship with, who you want to develop a connection with, but as well as who you choose to let into your life, pile 2, as well, with this Queen of Swords here. I feel like you guys are very guarded, very protective over your energy, as I was saying earlier. So you may have a very close group of friends, or just wanting to keep to yourself a lot. And Spirit saying, allow yourself to be more open to the idea of meeting new people, talking to new people, finding relationships outside of maybe if you're used to having relationships with people that you may know about, or may know someone's like friend or something like that. Like Spirit is really wanting you to come out of your shell and allow yourself to find a connection outside of who you know. The person that you may end up developing a relationship with is someone completely outside of your usual type. So Spirit is saying as well to be more open-minded in how you view your relationships and how you feel that what love should look like, and who you should love, or should I say your type, if you have a type. Spirit is saying to be more open-minded as well with the Seven of Cups on having that loose grip of what your partner should look like. Now, of course, you guys definitely have standards with this Queen of Swords here. Spirit saying continue to have those standards, but be more flexible in your partner when it comes to, what your partner should look like, or, if your partner should, be maybe he or she has a different background than you. Maybe they went to a prestigious school or something like that. Just to be more open-minded on who you date and who you allow into your life is really what Spirit is wanting to come through and say as well. Is to be more open-minded, basically, my pile 2 people, and allow yourself to see love in a different light than what you're used to. Because I feel like the love that you've seen, or the love that you felt, or the love that you even received, pile 2, was a lot wasn't considered love, but it was more of a control thing, a power struggle between 2 people, more so than an actual love connection for my pile 2 people. Which comes back to what your angel meditation card is, which is the Angel of Power. It says, infinite power, heal me. In my real beingness, I am strong, happy, and peaceful. Definitely. Spirit is wanting to remind you, pile 2, Spirit wants you to remember, I'm thinking about the previous pile. Sorry, you guys. Spirit is wanting to come through and wants you to know that your personal power is what's going to clear your purpose. It's what's going to allow you to develop a sense of discernment and purpose towards the good of a situation. Allowing yourself to really be in your own personal power with this Queen of Swords here, which I feel like you guys naturally have, is really going to help you stay confident and stay focused on what you truly want, and to not get sidetracked with different options or different, so to speak, casual relationships or temptations that you may experience, but to really push through and find what you're looking for in the person that you are wanting to have that long-term relationship with, pile 2. Don't allow distractions into your life, casual relationships, if you guys aren't looking for casual to enter your life. Really stand firm in your decision in wanting a long-term relationship, and allow yourself to focus on you while that long-term relationship is out there. Because I feel like what you guys are looking for is definitely, someone out there wants the same things as you. So to continue to be in alignment with that person that also wants that long-term relationship, continue to focus on yourself and continue to be in your own personal power, pile 2, and allow yourself to just flow and meet new people, and really have the sense of wanting to meet everyone, connecting with everyone, and allow yourself to expand your dating pool, so to speak. So yeah, pile 2, that is the end of your reading. We will now head to the meditation portion of your reading. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to the meditation portion of your reading. As you listen to the sounds of the rain, repeat these affirmations. I can attract my soulmate. I am self-empowered. Your meditation will end with the beautiful sounds of nature to remind you that you are guided and protected. Your meditation starts now. Hello, my pile 3 people. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have the Tower, you have the Ace of Swords as your clarifier, and you have the King of Wands as your bottom deck energy. Your affirmations are: I need to let go of this person or situation. I allow myself to speak my truth, and I deserve to be happy. So, my pile three people, automatically looking at your bottom deck energy with the King of Wands, I feel that this is either an ongoing situation, or this is an ongoing connection, or it's a very passionate one, a very passionate situation, something you feel very intensely about. Like I said, this can either be a situation, a connection, but with this Ace of Swords here as your clarifier for the Tower, there's a sense that there is some truth about this situation or connection that's literally um, a game changer for this whole thing. And I feel like it has a lot to do with a personal truth or something that needs to be confessed, or a confession of you or someone else. But it requires strength, because with this Tower card here, it has the power to change the dynamic of this relationship, or this situation. And I was thinking of it being a situation that you need to let go of, but I see it can also be a situation that you need to come clean about. It's like something that you're keeping from this person, or something a person is keeping from you about a situation or relationship, as I was saying. It's like you want something different, or this person wants something different, or you guys may both want the same thing, but there needs to be some sort of bridge built between you guys, some connection, in a form of communication, maybe talking more about what you guys want in a relationship, or if you or this is a casual relationship, wanting something more serious, wanting something more stable. But yeah, it requires you to have your own personal truth. And I feel that either you're not talking to this person right now, or there's a sense that this person may not be talking to you. But really, I'm getting just this sense of needing to come clean about something, or someone needing to have a truth be revealed with this Tower card here. But I feel like there's a lot of fear. Because with the King of Wands here, there's a lot of intensity around this situation. This is a very, like I was saying, either very passionate connection or a very passionate dynamic situation that's really requiring you or this other person to express their truth. And it's amazing because this is a let go video, but it was meant for my pile 3 people. But I'm really feeling your other person or this situation is trying to come through as well in your reading, pile 3. So definitely there's a lot of intensity behind whatever this situation is, to the point where it's actually coming into your reading. So if there is something that you guys need to tell someone, or is there something that you guys have been trying to hold off telling someone, or telling a particular person in a situation, or even expressing your truth when it comes to a situation. This could be a family thing as well for some of my pile 3 people, expressing your truth to your family. Maybe there's some maybe there's something that you've been hiding from your family for a long time that you guys haven't been comfortable sharing. But whatever it is, I feel with this King of Wands here, it's building up a lot of momentum. It's like this this sense that it's building up so much momentum, to the point where it's becoming like just one more thing, and then you'll have this tower moment of the truth spilling over. So it's like before you get to that tower moment, and I feel like this is also a warning for my pile 3 people as well, is to not let it reach to a boiling point, to the point where the truth comes out in a way that's unsatisfactory for you, my pile 3 people. Allow yourself to express your truth before you have this tower moment, before you have this moment of the truth coming out in a way that you didn't expect it to, or in a way that you didn't predict it would come out. So there's just a lot of needing to come and needing to confess, whatever this personal truth is, or even if this is, as I was saying earlier, a relationship, this person expressing their truth about how they feel about the relationship, or a relationship in general. But yeah, definitely my pile 3 people, I feel like Spirit is wanting to come through and let you guys know how basically how an outcome of a situation can turn out. The more you keep trying to, either you guys are trying to hide something from someone, or trying to keep some truth from being revealed, or this other person is, in order to avoid this moment of it kind of like backfiring and like the truth coming out, or someone else telling their own personal truth, which can definitely be very, I would say, very sabotaging if the person that's telling the truth isn't the person that's meant to tell that truth. Because, yeah, like definitely I'm getting that with my pile 3 people. I just need to be more, definitely more upfront if it's you guys or this other person being more upfront. But with this angel of communication as your angel meditation card, it says, I express clearly the voice and wisdom of my heart. I feel like Spirit is wanting to remind you guys, which again goes back to the communication part. You guys also have a sense of responsibility or an obligation to also come forward and communicate. If you're waiting for someone to communicate with you, I feel that if this is a person that you can be upfront about and communicate with, let them know how you feel about this situation or about this relationship. Definitely. I feel like the more you guys are open to that communication, the more you guys leave like an open communication with this person, the more you can avoid this tower moment, if it hasn't happened already as well for my pile 3 people. But definitely, but I feel like if this is a person where you've left an open line of communication, but they aren't talking to you or they're avoiding you, I feel like the more you guys, I feel the need to still say express your truth, because the more I feel like the more you express your truth, the more you allow this other person to express theirs, instead of both people trying to wait for another person to talk first, or, I'm going to wait to see if this person texts me first. Like, instead of doing that, Spirit is wanting to come through and say to express your own personal truth, and don't let it reach a point where you guys aren't talking to each other or avoiding each other. If you truly want a relationship, or if you truly want this connection or situation to really come to an end, or in a sense be more of a fulfilling relationship, if there is something that you guys want out of this particular situation as well. So definitely keep an open line of communication with this person, pile 3. And like I was saying, if you guys have been keeping an open open line of connection with this person, open communication with this person, definitely still express your truths, but don't I'm also getting a sense to say, don't wait for this person to communicate with you, or don't wait for this person if they're not willing to be open and honest about how they feel. And not to say that you guys are selfish in doing that, or things like that, but if you truly want something, if you truly want a particular outcome in a relationship, and that person, if you truly want something out of this relationship, to say if it is a relationship, and you're waiting on this person to confirm your feelings, I feel Spirit is wanting to come through and say that, don't wait for someone to meet your standards, if that makes sense, pile 3. If someone doesn't want the same things as you want, either they'll find their way out, or you guys can move on to a person who definitely wants something long term, if you guys are looking for a long term relationship, or if you guys are looking for this situation to come to a close, but in a way that is both beneficial to both people. But yeah, my pile 3 people, with that is the end of your reading, and now we will head to your meditation portion of your reading. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to the meditation portion of your reading. As you listen to the sounds of the rain, repeat these affirmations. I will allow myself to speak my truth. I deserve to be happy. Your meditation will end with the beautiful sounds of nature to remind you that you are guided and protected. Your meditation starts now. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. So, you guys have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords as your clarifier, and the Ten of Wands. Your affirmations are: I release the need to control this situation. I surrender. I release the need to try. So automatically, Pile 4, what I was feeling for you guys was that there's a sense of trying or a lot of effort. It feels very one-sided, to be honest, my Pile 4 people, about a situation or about a connection, wanting to come through in a connection, wanting to be forthcoming, honest, forthright, very opinionated, but very open to discussion, open to ideas. With the swords here, there's a lot of swords energy, a lot of clarity that I feel like you guys are needing in this situation. But with this Ten of Wands here as your bottom deck energy, it's feeling very one-sided. It's as if you're doing all the work and there is nothing to show for it for my Pile 4 people. It's this sense of wanting to see a particular outcome or wanting to keep this sense of communication, keep ongoing communication, or just wanting to be very open in the idea of keeping an open line of communication with this person or situation, like wanting to know, like, hey, I'm here for you whenever you need me, something like that. But really what I'm getting is a sense that you guys are always being there for other people. But with this, I'm feeling a particular connection. Honestly, all of the piles for me, well, not all of them, but a couple of them have a sense of it being a connection in particular. But this can also be with family. But I'm feeling, for my Pile 4 people, the sense of wanting this open line of communication in this situation, wanting to continuously put forth the effort, wanting to be that person who's always there for people, wanting to be that person that's always there for this person, if this is a love connection for some of you guys, or for most of you guys, as I was getting. And there's a sense with this Ten of Wands energy that it's all been very trying, because it seems as if you guys are always the ones who have to communicate first. You're the person that texts someone to make sure that they're okay, and you may not even get that same courtesy back from my Pile 4 people. But there's a sense that you guys are really needing to stop trying. I really, and it's so crazy that that message came up, because when I kept staring at this Ten of Wands energy, even when I was doing this reading, I felt very drained. I felt very tired. I actually had to go take a nap after your Pile 4. So it was a sense that you guys were trying so hard to make something work, to the point where you feel burnt out. You feel very, just very much this sense of, wow, like, I'm putting so much effort and energy and time into this person, into this situation, only for me to come up short, only for me to always have to be the one to communicate first, or to text this person first, or to know how this person's doing first. But yeah, Spirit, I feel like, is wanting to come through and to say to stop trying, Pile 4. If this is a connection or a situation that feels more like a dead end than something that's, this equal give and take, then to stop trying. To allow yourself to focus more on yourself, to develop who you are as a person. If this really is something that you guys want, Spirit is trying to come through and say to stop trying. Allow this person to be the first person to text you if this is a relationship, or allow this situation to come to a close. If this is a situation that needs to come to a close, let it come naturally, Pile 4. Don't try to force something that isn't meant to happen, I want to say. And I'm really feeling the need to say that if this is a relationship that you guys truly want, but it's really giving you guys this feeling of being burnt out and not feeling appreciated, then it's definitely not something that you want to keep pursuing, Pile 4, if that makes sense. And I say that because I felt the need to say sorry afterwards. So it's kind of like this sense of wanting something to work out so badly, to the point where you can't really see any other outcome that's, like a more, I would say, truthful outcome, especially if this is like the feeling that I felt when I was doing your reading. Very tired, very like I needed to rest afterwards. There's so much energy put into whatever you guys have put your energy into that it's really, it's really left you feeling drained, which I'm also getting called to say to sleep more, pile four. Um, Allow yourself to rest. I feel like you've been having sleepless nights over this. There's a sense of needing to rest your body, to really rest your mind as well. You can be an overthinker or a person who likes to think a lot about different outcomes, different ways things can happen. And Spirit is wanting to come through and say to rest. Pile four, don't try to think of a scenario or try to think of a solution as well. You guys can be my problem solving pile four. So really don't try to solve this or try to treat it as a problem that needs to be solved, and let it come to a close naturally. If this is something that's really meant to work out, it'll work itself out. But really, Spirit is saying to really take the time out to focus on you, your goals, what you want. Allow yourself to have your own personal freedom in this connection, my Power 4 people. And if it's something that's meant to happen, it'll happen. But really, what I'm feeling for you guys is this is a situation where you feel it's very one-sided and it's really draining your energy. And it's like you're putting so much energy into this to the point where you don't have any energy left for yourself. Which is why when I got your angel meditation card, I thought it was really cute. The angel of humor. People constantly appreciate my wonderful sense of humor. You guys, Spirit is wanting to come to and remind you that you are naturally funny. You're naturally carefree, lucky, like happy go people. And Spirit is wanting to remind you that laughter is the best medicine. Watch like your favorite comedy show, watch your favorite comedy movie, or something that'll lift you guys' spirits up to where you guys can, laugh for the entire day, or take 30 minutes out of your day where you can laugh about something. I really feel like you guys need it for my Power 4 people. This has been a very stressful situation or a very stressful connection to the point where you guys have forgotten your sense of laughter, how to laugh about even about a situation. If things don't work out, to still find a way to laugh it off. And not in a sense that you're dismissing it, but in a way to where it doesn't affect your own personal life, your own personal goals, your own personal dreams as well, Power 4. I feel like you guys have a lot of dreams you want to pursue, but I feel like in a way you've been putting them on hold, subconsciously or like unknowingly, and focusing 100% on this connection or on this situation. It says laughter can help us to look at our lives from a new and stimulating perspective. So many times we live too seriously and cause ourselves and others unnecessary pain and suffering. Humor makes things flow, melts the ice, and reveals true beauty for everyone. Laugh. It's good for body and soul. Oh my gosh, you guys, it says it is impossible to have a depressing thought when we are willing to sincerely laugh. Yeah, you guys, find something, like take 30 minutes out of your day and laugh. Like, find something that makes you laugh every single time without fail. Like, that's definitely what you guys need from my Power 4 people. To laugh more, smile more, be more playful about your life, about, different opportunities that may come in your life as well. So with that Power 4 out in your reading here, I will now take you to the meditation portion of your reading. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to the meditation portion of your reading. As you listen to the sounds of the rain, repeat these affirmations. I surrender. I release the need to try. Your meditation will end with the beautiful sounds of nature to remind you that you are guided and protected. Your meditation starts now. Hello, Pile 5. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have the Hermit, you have the Page of Wands as your clarifier, and you have the Four of Pentacles as your bottom deck energy. Your affirmations are: I allow myself to discover new ways of life. I know that every person has a purpose. I allow myself to rediscover who I am. So, pile five, what I was getting was that this has a lot to do with your past. With this Four of Pentacles here, I feel that you guys may compare yourself to who you used to be, or a fear of changing direction. I feel like you guys are um, free spirited, like entrepreneurial people who like to think outside of the box, outside of, what I would consider like normal day to day life. I feel like you guys are naturally innovative. With this Page of Wands here as your clarifier for the Hermit, I feel that you guys are the black sheeps of your family. You have a sense of being very, as I was saying earlier, innovative. You guys like to think outside of the box. You like to live your life a certain way. You guys may be into esoteric knowledge or tarot, love to, you know, look at the occult, things like that. Like the mysteries of life, very interested in the parts of life that people don't really either think much about or people feel that are too dark or too scary. I feel like you guys are very adventurous in that way. But I'm feeling that you guys have to shed an old belief about yourself. Oh, okay, yeah. So this definitely has a lot to do with how you viewed yourself in the past. I feel like you guys, as I was saying earlier, you have a sense of either comparing who you were back then to who you are now, or there's a sense that you need to let go of something in order to head into this new direction with the Page of Wands here. There's definitely something that you guys are being guided to pursue. But I feel like with this Four of Pentacles here, you're in this energy of, well, if I pursue this, what would happen? Or how would my family view me? Or how would this work out? Or how would that work out? Very much a person who's into the technicalities of things. You guys love the small details. You want to know how every single thing is going to work before you go out and pursue it. But what Spirit is wanting to say is that this is something that requires you to take a leap of faith on it, to take a chance. You're not going to know the outcome of it, and you're not supposed to, pile five. There's a sense that you need to focus on what you want and to go after it without hesitation, without needing to know the details of it or how you're going to get there, but just taking that leap forward and allowing yourself to shed away any beliefs, anything that you were conditioned to believe growing up about following your dreams, about chasing after the things that you want. Spirit is saying that to let those things fall to the wayside and to follow what truly makes you happy, what truly gives you that push to, get your day started. I feel like it's something that has to do with a hobby for a lot of you guys. There's something that you may do on the side that you want to pursue full time, or there's something that you guys are very interested in, but it's like this sense of, I'm interested in this thing. I wonder how people would view me. But I feel like there's a lot of layers to you guys. I'm getting as well with this Four of Pentacles. Like there's a lot of things people don't know about you, and I feel Spirit is wanting to come through and say that you guys are meant to share that with people. There's a lot of I wanted to say secrets, but I feel like it's secrets in a sense of you have a lot of skills and talents and things that you truly enjoy that maybe not a lot of people know about, or only a handful of your closest friends or people that you trust know about. And Spirit is wanting to come through and say that this is something, especially with this Hermit energy, like, wow, like I'm really getting a sense that this is something you guys have been cultivating for a long time. This is something that you've haven't shown a lot of people, as I was saying earlier. It's something that you only know about. But with this Page of Wands here as your bottom deck energy, as your clarifier, your I wanted to say your spirit guides. So yeah, you guys may have been getting signs and synchronicities from your spirit guides to pursue certain things. You may be getting signs, or you may be seeing 222 just popped up, so maybe 222, 333. A lot of signs and synchronicities when it comes to what you want to pursue. You may have been getting prophetic dreams as well. Something that you guys, you wake up and you have, like, I had this dream. Like Spirit has been trying to contact you through dreams, through synchronicities, different signs. You may I know for me personally, it's always like at different times I may screenshot something and I look at the time and it may be 222, or as I was saying 333, and it's like, oh, that was a message from Spirit that was definitely wanting to come through. And I feel like for you guys, definitely, or it could also be for my pile five people. You may be seeing 555 a lot, and fives represent change. So I feel like Spirit is definitely wanting to come through if you guys have been seeing a lot of fives, to say that there is something that you need to change about your life and about the way that you see your life as well, pile five. There's a sense that the way you viewing your life right now is very limited, and it's limiting you from different outcomes and beliefs, different possibilities. I wanted to say, for my pile five people, that can really bring you to places that you've never thought you can go. And it's really something that requires you to have a leap of faith on it, but it's definitely something that you're being guided to do. So watch out for those signs and synchronicities to see where Spirit is trying to guide you, when it comes to your own, as I was thinking with this Four of Pentacles, this is something that has a lot to do with career. This can be something personal as well, but I feel like it has a lot to do with career or profession, your life's purpose. So definitely look into that, my pile five people. And you guys have the Angel of Birth, as your angel meditation card. It says, I am being born for each moment to the newness in my life. When a cycle is complete, it holds within its time to welcome birth. Birth is the moment of transition that precedes a great revelation. All that has just been born is full of freshness, novelty, and innocence. Nothing is more important than the birth of love in our hearts. Definitely. So you guys are trying to either avoid a transition, or there's a sense of you are in this transition period, and it's leading you to go to places that you guys are still hesitant to take. It's like trusting Spirit has become something that you guys are either working on or you guys need to start working on in order to transition into that new cycle of your life. Because this cycle, as I was reading the card, it says a cycle is complete. Definitely. There's something that you guys had to go through first in order to get to this epiphany moment, this tower moment. And it's this realization that leads you to your life's purpose. It leads you to a more fulfilling life, even, pile five. So definitely look in to see what is it that Spirit is guiding you to do. And not to say that Spirit will give you a clear answer off the bat. You guys maybe need to try different things that you already enjoy. And the more you do things that you do enjoy, the more it will lead you to what really calls out to you, what really calls out to your soul. Pile five. Definitely. So with that, my pile five people, that is the end of your reading. We will now head to the meditation portion of your reading. Hello, pile five. Welcome to the meditation portion of your reading. As you listen to the sounds of the rain, repeat these affirmations. I allow myself to discover new ways of life. I allow myself to discover who I am. Your meditation will end with the beautiful sounds of nature to remind you that you are guided and protected. Your meditation starts now. Hello, pile six. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have the Seven of Wands, you have the Devil card as your clarifier, and you have the Queen of Pentacles as your bottom deck energy. Your affirmations are, I allow myself to let my guard down with those I trust, and I can trust my intuition. So my pile six people, you may have resonated with another pile as well, because with this pile, I'm also getting trust issues. I feel like you guys have a hard time trusting people, due to the fact that you don't really know who to trust, pile six. There's a sense of, with this Devil energy as your bottom deck, as your clarifier for the Seven of Wands, really having to pick and choose who you allow in your life and who you allow in your inner circle. With this Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles to me represents a very self-confident, very self-assured, as well as financially abundant person who's very much in their conservative energy, very very patient, but at the same time very loyal. And I feel like for you guys, that loyalty has been compromised by certain people in your life that you have let in. With this Seven of Wands here, there's a sense that your inner circle or having to watch your back, I'm feeling. So there's a sense that it can also be family as well that you guys may be having trouble with. Um, family dynamics, the way you're treated in your family, the way, maybe you're like the younger sibling, or maybe you're the oldest sibling who has a bunch of responsibilities. I'm also getting with this devil card energy, which is pretty interesting. The word temper popped up. So there's a sense that there is a need to watch your temper, or there's a sense that there is like this. I'm feeling either this urge or this build up to really. Wow, I'm just getting like this onset energy of constantly being pushed, like someone being pushed around, or someone really getting this sense of constantly being picked on. You may have been bullied a lot. I'm sorry to trigger anyone with that, but that's definitely what I was picking up here with this devil card energy. Really being mindful of who you allow into your life. But there's really this sense of, with this Queen of Pentacles, you guys being very conservative over your energy, not giving too much of your time and attention to the wrong things or people. It's like you guys allow yourselves to be seen, but only on the forefront. Like it's very surface level relationships I'm getting. There's really not many people you let in on your personal life, pile 6. That's definitely what I was picking up here with this Queen of Pentacles, as well as this devil energy. This need to protect yourself, against outer forces as well as family. It's just this very sense of the whole world seems as if it's against you, or just not wanting to deal with people in general, because it's the sense of really wanting to make sure you are dealing with the right people, and not allowing yourself to be spread too thin by people who just want your time and attention, because they feel like it can benefit them. I feel like people may have used you in the past, pile 6, for different resources, especially with this Queen of Pentacles energy. You guys may be the breadwinners of your family. You may be the person who always buy things for your family, like the sole provider, or the person who gives a lot of gifts. I'm getting also with the Queen of Pentacles, gift giving. You guys may be the type of person who feels like if there's somebody who's in need of something, you're the first person to do something for someone. The first person to go out and maybe buy food for everyone if you feel like maybe people, the people around you need a night out, or a night in. But yeah, there's definitely a sense of not, oh my God, yes, not allowing your ability to care to be pushed over, or to be conjured out of as well. But there's a sense of, yeah, that's definitely what I'm getting. It's like you guys care so much to where you don't want to be taken advantage of in that sense. That makes so much sense, actually, my pile 6 people. It's like allowing yourselves to care, but not too much to the point where you get taken advantage of. That you get blindsided by someone or something, to the point where you're just giving to us in a situation and it's not equal with this devil card here. It's pretty much, is definitely what I'm getting now. This feeling of being binded to this person. So this can also be a karmic relationship as well, for some of my pile 6 people. But as well with this chain here, to me it also represents a bond between two people, a bond between families, or a family. As I was saying earlier, this can be you having to pick and choose who you spend your time and energy with when it comes to family, who you decide to give things to in your family. I feel like people expect a lot out of you, pile 6, so naturally you're very protective over your energy. You're wanting to give, but not to the point where someone wants to take advantage of you, or someone feels that they take your kindness for weakness. And it makes sense too with your angel meditation card. You guys have the Angel of Wisdom. It says, through my connection with infinite wisdom, all becomes possible. All that exists flows from the source of divine wisdom. Wisdom emerges in the heart that has opened itself. We transform attachments and doubts into the certainty that we have and know all we need when we tune into the soul. It is possible to have knowledge and no wisdom. Wisdom is a pure quality that comes from the Spirit, inspiring loving attitudes and creating abundance moment by moment. Definitely pile 6. Spirit is wanting to remind you, to want you to remember that you have the wisdom, you have the intuitive ability to recognize a genuine person or a genuine situation. And Spirit is wanting to remind you of that with this Angel of Wisdom card here. You have prior experiences with dishonest people, with you know, uh, you know, dishonest situations. Sorry, you guys, I had a moment. But yeah, definitely, it's just a sense of, the difference between, a person who genuinely wants to get to know you and a person who just wants to get to know you in order to get something out of you, or in order to, see what you can do for them. I feel like that's definitely something that you guys have had problems with in your relationships, with people, with family, people wanting to see how much they can get out of you and see how much they can take from you, in a sense, in order for their needs to be fulfilled. And you're left feeling depleted and betrayed, and just this sense of distrust over people in general. But pile 6, Spirit is wanting to come through and say that you have the intuition, you have the discernment to know the difference between these situations, between a situation that is for you and a situation that is not for you. Now, to me, the intuition is that intuitive nudge or gut feeling that you get when you have this sense of knowing. I always call it like the body's natural response to a situation. It's like the first 5 seconds your body is in that, either in that tense state, or the more someone keeps talking, you feel your body get more tense and tense. To me, that is definitely more of a physical sign of intuition that I feel like my pile 6 people definitely have. And I feel like you guys definitely need to follow more of that with that Angel of Wisdom. You have that ability to really figure out what situation and relationships are for you and what aren't. So definitely use that to your advantage, pile 6. Now, with that pile 6, I will end your reading there. We will now head to your meditation portion of your reading. Hello, pile 6. Welcome to the meditation portion of your reading. As you listen to the sounds of the rain, repeat these affirmations. I allow myself to let my guard down with those I trust. I can trust my intuition. Your meditation will end with the beautiful sounds of nature to remind you that you are guided and protected. Your meditation starts now. Hello, Pile 7. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have the 6 of Pentacles, you have the Fool card as your clarifier, and you have the Death card as your bottom deck energy. Your affirmations are: I allow myself to be seen without fear, and I allow myself to share my gifts with others, as well as I allow myself to express my truth. So, my pile 7 people, definitely, so for you guys, for my pile 7s, there was definitely something that I felt like you guys needed to share, with this 6 of Pentacles energy. There was a sense that, and it was so funny because I didn't catch it until the end of your reading. Actually, when I was shuffling the cards, it was something that I didn't catch until I was about to move on to pile 8, and I would have missed it. But all of a sudden I got this sudden rush of just like like an epiphany, like a moment of realization for my pile 7 people. And I feel like that's something that you guys either recently had, or there's a sense that you had a realization about yourself that you either didn't know, or there's a realization that's going to come that you guys didn't really wanted to say associate yourself with, or felt that you resonated with completely until you had that moment. And definitely here with the Fool card here as your clarifier, there was a sense that there's something that you guys need to say, express, or do, that's definitely has either been on your mind recently, or it's something that you guys are going to do that is definitely meant to be shared with other people. With this death card here, I feel like there's been a recent transformation where you guys are still in this transformation process. I'm getting a sense that there's been an ego death, or different ideas of who you are has been transformed by this death, this transformation, this rebirth that is either happening at the moment or is about to happen or has happened with my pile 7 people. But either you guys have a gift that you weren't aware that you had, or there is definitely something that I feel like you guys need to share more about, a personal story, something that you guys have been keeping hidden that's very special to you. Is definitely meant to be seen for my pile 7 people. And it was so amazing to me because it wasn't something that I didn't catch until later on. So I feel like you guys have really been keeping this a secret for a long time, or there's a sense that you either dabbled in it when in your earlier childhood or something like that, and then you've like lost all contact with it. So it could be either spirituality, really getting to know your spirit guides again, or maybe having different paranormal encounters and not really thinking much of it, just thinking that it was just a sense of a weird dream, or not really seeing it as a gift. But whatever it is, it's definitely meant to be shared with other people with this Six of Pentacles. And definitely, I feel as well that it can be a source of financial income for my pile 7 people. But there's definitely a sense that you guys need to share more of yourselves with people as well, my pile 7s. You guys, with this Fool card here as your clarifier, you have a lot of inspiration, a lot of wisdom. You guys are adventurous. You like to try different things. But I feel like you guys can introduce different things to your family, to people you know. I feel like you're my pile that knows a little bit about everything. There's a sense that you guys have so much wisdom within you because you take so many chances, or because you have this energy about you that is you like to try different things. You're not really afraid to maybe try a new diet, or a new lifestyle change, maybe change your hair, or the way you dress. But there's something about the way you approach your life or live your life that is meant to be shared with other people. What just came to mind was a blog. So maybe you guys are bloggers. Maybe you blog about your life. You can also vlog as well. But there's a sense that you guys are meant to share how you live your life. There's definitely something about how you live that's meant to be shared with people. Your outlook, your perspective. Definitely is what I'm getting with my pile 7 people. There's a sense that there's something that is meant to be seen and heard from you. That spirit wants to come through and say that it's definitely meant to be, I want to say on show. That is definitely meant for people to see. But I feel like with this death card here, there was a transformation that you guys had to go through. So I'm really getting that there was a fear behind being seen for who you truly are, or not allowing people to see you for your full truth, who you guys are inside and out. It's like you give people a little piece of you at a time, and then instead of just bombarding them with who you are, because I feel like with this Fool card here, you're very vibrant, vivacious, you're very expressive, and I feel like you may have a tendency to give little bits and pieces of yourself as not to overwhelm people. But what Spirit is saying is that you guys are meant to be this breath of fresh air for the life around you. So you guys may be different from your family. You guys may be very different from your family from the fact that you like to try new things. Maybe your family, has been with the same I'm really getting to have the same sense of lifestyle. Maybe they grew up a certain way and they stayed in that mindset of growing up in a certain form or fashion. But I feel like for you guys, you have a tendency to try everything, anything new, anything that's exciting and open as well with my pile 7 people. And you're meant to share that with people. What I'm getting as well. So you guys, for your angel meditation cards, you have the Angel of Purification. I bathe myself in the light of my soul every day. Definitely pile 7. There's a sense that you guys, as I was saying earlier, went through a transformation, a purification process, if you will, of your entire soul, as well as your mindset, how you view your life, how your life has been changed by this moment of realization, this moment of figuring out who you are and having all the dots connected. And really feeling a sense of self, or a sense of self-confidence, self-worth. But definitely it came in the form of a death here, with this death card as your bottom deck energy. But it really came from your soul, pile 7. There's a sense that there was something that needed to happen, but it had to be an internal process. It wasn't something that was your external circumstance that was going to change things. It was something that you guys, your soul, recognized as something that is definitely meant to be processed, and it transformed you, or it is transforming you into becoming the person that you're meant to be. And you have the Angel of Care. I am filled with joy as I care for people and things and all of nature. Loving care is the soul touch of light in everything we do. Beyond consciousness of order and balance, when we care for all with which we have been entrusted, there's also an attraction of invisible helpers that begin to cooperate with the success of what we are creating. Oh my gosh, definitely. So you guys have had your spirit guides, you've had your angels with you, being there with you during this transformation. You guys may have had encounters with your angels at night. What just crossed my mind was prophetic dreams. You guys may be getting messages in dream form from your angels as well. And the Angel of Care just reminds us that we are in the care of spirit in the universe. With every transformation, every death, every rebirth, we're able to be transformed by our angels, by the universe, by our spirit guides, by also our higher self. Your higher self is even wanting to come through and say that you are this person that you see yourself as, pile 7. You know, you see yourself as this amazing, vivacious person who has a lot to share with the world. You are that person. It was just about feeling as if you were that person. And now it came in full transformation, because you guys, as I was saying earlier, either have experienced this transformation or is about to, with this Angel of Care card. Very interesting, very beautiful as well, pile 7. Thank you guys so much. We're now going into the meditation portion of your reading. Hello, pile 7. Welcome to the meditation portion of your reading. As you listen to the sounds of the rain, repeat these affirmations. I allow myself to be seen without fear. I allow myself to share my gifts with others. Your meditation will end with the beautiful sounds of nature to remind you that you are guided and protected. Your meditation starts now. Hello, pile 8. Welcome to your reading. So you guys have the King of Swords, the Strength card in reverse as your clarifier, and the Tower card as your bottom deck energy. Your affirmations are: I allow myself to let my guard down. I allow people to be there for me. I accept the help of others. So my pile 8 people, automatically I was drawn to the Strength card in reverse. Now, I feel like for my pile 8 people, there's always a need to be strong for other people, to be the strong one in the family, to always have a sense of obligation and responsibility. Not really allowing yourself to feel vulnerable or sad or in any position where you can feel the need to express yourself emotionally. But with this Strength card in reverse here, I feel like you guys have trouble accepting help from people, or have trouble in a sense letting your guard down with this King of Swords here as well. There's a sense that you always have to be on your P's and Q's in order to avoid a tower moment, in order for I wanted to say, in order for to avoid having someone catching you catching you slip. Like that's really what I'm getting with my pile 8 people. There's just this sense of not needing to and it's not in to say you guys can be prideful, but I feel like it comes from the idea of not accepting help from other people because you can do it yourself. You're the independent pile 8 people, and it makes sense because 8s are very in numerology. 8 is the sense of they're in compatibility, excuse me, with the number 1s, very much independent, conservative, go-getter, strive. People, my number 8 people always strive for the best, always have a sense of needing to do things on their own and not accepting the help of other people, or have a hard time accepting help from people because they're so used to doing things on their own. And definitely with this strength card in reverse here, I feel like it's more so from spirit, as to say, allow other people to help you, pile 8. Allow people to assist you in your dreams and your goals. Take very as well as using your discernment when it comes to taking certain advice from certain people. I remember there's like this saying that you wouldn't take advice from someone who isn't where you want to be, and I feel like for my pile 8 people, you guys have a way about you that's very much, I can do it on my own, I don't need help, I'm very independent. It's just a sense of, I think it's this fear of codependency, this fear of, if I rely on someone, maybe in the sense that it can backfire on you with this tower moment. If I put my trust in this person to give me solid advice or to help me, would they turn around and stab me in the back? I feel like that's definitely a big fear for my pile 8 people, is who to let your guard down to. And it's amazing because there's other piles as well when it comes to that, because I feel like for the collective even, this entire week has been about trust issues, people having trust with each other, trust issues with each other, with their families, friendships even. There's just this sense of, who can I trust, who can't I trust? And I feel like it's definitely because we are very much aware of how much we allow into our lives, to where now we're trying to figure out what's real and what isn't. And I feel like for my pile 8 people, that's definitely been you guys, either most of your life or all of your life, figuring out who is there for you and who isn't. Who genuinely wants to help you and who just wants something for you from you in the long run. And I feel like with the strength card in reverse here, spirit is definitely wanting to come through and say that fear isn't really needed in a sense, because you guys have that discernment, you have that intuitive feeling. And I say this for all my piles because I genuinely believe that everyone has the strength and the power as well to use their intuition. And I consider the intuition, the physical aspects of intuition, to be that nudge or that tingling or that gut sensation, that gut feeling that you get when something isn't right. Or I know for me personally, it's when I feel like my stomach has just fell through, like this sense of getting a physical sensation, as if you can literally feel like the pit of your stomach, like it just, it's. And if you ever had that feeling, that gut feeling, if you guys ever had that gut feeling, there's definitely a sense that what I'm talking about already. That sense that something isn't right for you, or a sense that something is wrong. You guys can have the ability to sense danger, or sense when something isn't right for you as well, my pile 8 people. It's all in the matter of listening to it, listening to that feeling, and not calling it off or dismissing it as fear or as indigestion. I know sometimes that can be the thing too. It's like the physical signs that our body tries to signal to us that something isn't right for us. We may write it off as something else. But definitely, pile 8 people, there's a fear here when it comes to who to rely on as well. And I feel like it definitely has a lot to do with the past, trusting and putting your faith in people who you either couldn't rely on, or in a sense they were only there for maybe, I was about to say, monetary reasons. So there could have been a sense that there was money involved, and it really broke your trust when it came to people, because you were trying to figure out if people wanted you for your money, or if people wanted you for your resources, or if people wanted you to do things for them in return. But definitely, my pile 8 people, and this King of Swords here too. To me, the King of Swords is someone who is very quick to cut someone off. I always say the difference between the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords is that the King of Swords, to me, personally, is always someone who they won't even. I always say the King of Swords is someone who won't even send you a text back. Like, when they stop talking to you, they won't explain anything. They will be so quick to cut you off that it's in a sense that it's like you never even knew this person. And I feel like you guys are amazing at that, pile 8. It's like, someone may have known you at some point, and then they've betrayed you or crossed you, and all of a sudden you don't have their number anymore. They haven't spoken to you in years, because you guys don't explain yourselves when it comes to why you cut people off, or why you don't feel the need to communicate with them anymore. But definitely, pile 8, there's a sense that you guys need to be able to have a sense of intuition when it comes to who you can trust, because you can definitely trust people in this world, pile 8. Not everyone is untrustworthy or disloyal, or wanting to stab you in the back. There are people who honestly want to help you and be there for you and guide you along your journey, and to help you as well, pile 8, with your as I was saying earlier, with your dreams, with your goals, things you guys want to pursue. I'm getting life coach. There can be someone in your life who's an authority figure, who's wanting to be there for you, as well as maybe even a friend. But I'm really getting a sense that it's someone who is older than you, or someone who wants to be there for you in a way, for my pile 8 people. And you may have shut this person out, or you may have found a way to not listen to this person, something like that. But definitely, pile 8 people, take the time out to figure out who you can and can't trust, and allow those people in. Allow yourself to be helped by people who genuinely want to be there for you, which is why we have the Angel of Partnership as your angel meditation card. It says, each one I meet is my partner in the here and now of life. When there is partnership, there is no domination. The parts involved in the same situation share their abilities and talents to create a shared goal. To walk together toward that goal, aware of the process it implies, is true partnership. Opposites discovering that they're absolutely complementary. Definitely, pile 8. Each one I meet is my partner in the here and now of life. So every single person that you felt connected to at some point in your life that maybe you no longer speak to, or only you speak little bits and pieces to now and then, have assisted you to where you are right now, whether that was negative or positive. I always feel even our negative experiences can build up to something positive. So even if partnerships ended in a negative way, it builds you into this strong character, this strong person who doesn't have to rely on people in order to feel emotionally fulfilled, happy, or content. But Spirit is wanting to come through to remind you that allow partnerships in your life to also help you grow spiritually, to help you continue to grow as a person, as an individual. And even if you were to have a connection with someone who was a bad influence, and it happens, believe me, it does happen. Sometimes we can try to be right about one thing, and then it ends up going completely left. But use that experience, pile 8, as an experience to grow, as a way to grow, as a way to evolve and expand as a person. So with that, pile 8, I'll end your reading there. We will now enter the meditation portion of your reading. Hello, pile 8. Welcome to the meditation portion of your reading. As you listen to the sounds of the rain, repeat these affirmations. I allow myself to let my guard down. I allow people to be there for me. I accept the help of others. Your meditation will end with the beautiful sounds of nature to remind you that you are guided and protected. Your meditation starts now.